Hello traders, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. Today I will be taking a look on EURGBP as I'll be analyzing EURGBP, sharing my thoughts, what I think about EURGBP. At first, I want to make a clarification about trend lines and how to use trend lines. Because some people they actually told me to make a video about that, how to identify, how to draw a trend line in the markets, and how to trade using a trend line. Let's say, for example, the market is actually maybe in a downtrend, making series of lower lows and lower highs. The essence of the trend line is actually to want to identify the trend, like to mark out the trend on the market and possibly how to trade also with trend line. Let's say for instance, the market makes a low, high, low, high. With the help of a trend line, you can be able to connect different highs together. And maybe if you want to be taking a trade, you sell from here, then sell from here once again, sell from here once again, sell from here once again. So that is the essence, like that is how to use trend line for an analysis. Also, if you want to be taking your trades, you're going to be selling from here, you're going to be selling from here, and also you're going to be selling from here. And now, how do I mark out this on my live charts? I will be going to this. I'll be going to this EURGBP to make an illustration about that. Let's say for instance, from EURGBP, the market has been downtrending for a while. And you can see the market follow a rhythmic pattern of lower lows, lower highs, showing us that we were in a downtrend. So you can connect as many highs as possible together. But I would say a valid trend line to me, a very significant trend line to me is one with at least 3 touches. So if I have from 3 touches up, I term that trend line to be a very valid one. Then now, after marking out the trend line, how do you trade with it? It's more like trading support and resistance. Actually, you're trading a break, a retest, and also you're taking trades. If you want to short or you want to take a sell trade, you're taking short trade from each of the time markets gets to the trend line. And there are many types of trend line, but the one I mostly use is downtrending resistance trend line, like this very case, and also downtrending support trend line, like in this very case. So a lot of them, we still have an uptrending resistance trend line. Let's say you want to draw a trend line from here. That's an uptrending support trend line, because the market find its base to be bouncing up from here. This is another beautiful example of downtrending. The edges do not really match each other. So I'm not going to be forcing anything right here. You're not forcing out your trend line. You can enjoy your trend line from one point to another. Just know that your very first point where you take your drawing from should amount like 3 touches before it gets to the last point. That's what I wanted to point out. Trading a trend line. If you want to take a buy trade from here, you wait for a breakout and a retest of the trend line before the continuation. Just like what happens here. After the market has been respecting the very trend line, you can see there is a breakout and probably maybe a retest, though it didn't get to the trend line. But this was a high, a very good example of break and retest. Very beautiful example of break and retest. So I will be using that today to make an analysis on EURGBP, and I'm currently on my daily time frame. And you can see from my daily time frame, the market has been bullish for 1, 2, 3, 4, actually 4 days now, and I won't be going against the trend actually. I will be looking for opportunities to take buy positions from this very point, from this very trade. Let's dive into the video. Let's dive into the technical analysis aspects. Taking my trend line from here, 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. I can see that from past, the market has been respecting the very trend line, and anytime the market gets to that very trend line, it has been rejecting from making a sell from there. But this very time, the market came with a momentum and break of that very trend line, and the market closes above the high, very high. So from my daily time frame now, I can see a close, very good close above the trend line. Then I'll go to my 4-hour time frame. Yes, there's a break and probably a retest. A break and a retest. Being a break and a retest, I will be looking for buys opportunity because the momentum is to the upside. The momentum is to the upside. The last low fell to break below this very low. So we are pretty bullish on this very analysis, on this very trade now. So what I'll be doing is for me to go to the lower time frame. I'm expecting, since it's very high, so the market has closed above this very high. I'm expecting two scenarios. When the market gets to this very point with a weak rejection for bullish continuation, or the markets coming to like 50% of this bullish engulfing candle, this engulfing candle, before making move to the upside. So let me check my 1-hour time frame whether I can see. Okay, yeah, you can see in the past, the market found a range where it finds sort of trades within this very zone. The market has been ranging within this very zone, and all of a sudden there is a breakout. There's a breakout. So for a safer trade, I'll be waiting for market to trade into this very point before the bullish continuation, then or trade into this very zone for the bullish continuation. Note that this is a supply zone, sorry, a demand zone rather. The very little candle you see over there is a demand zone. So if I'm risking on this very trade, it's gonna be like 3 point of interest, because the market might likely still trend to the downside and retest of this zone once again before a bullish continuation. So if I'm risking on this very trade, I will actually be looking for patterns which I used to trade. I'll be looking for patterns. If the market gets to this very point, either maybe I'm using an engulfing candle to be confirmation for the bullish continuation, or a pin bar. Once I see a pin bar, I might likely take a long position. Then my stop loss could be just below the very zone, about 9.4 pips. Then if the markets take me out, this will be my second point of interest, 4.9 pips, and probably the last point, this will be my last point of interest. So I will be watching those zones. Actually, I'll be watching those zones to see how market reacts to those very points, and I will be looking for my patterns, like what I used to trade a bullish continuation. You can actually use anything. You can watch out for those very zones to be the very point where you might likely take your trades. And maybe if you want to take profits, I'll take profit from the next high. Next high. So that's my thoughts on EURGBP for today. So I'll be checking on gold also for today. Checking on gold for today. Clear all my charts. Clear all my charts. Charts. On gold, actually, we find some sort of maybe I call this a support from the daily time frame. This very point, and points also here. Okay, and yesterday candle was actually the day before yesterday candle was a pin bar, and also to yesterday candle was a bullish. So I'm actually expecting a bullish continuation to the very point. So let's check what the 4 hour have for us today. On my 4 hour, from my 4 hour, you can see that the market is trying to get into this very supply zone. Let me take this to this very side. It's trying to get into the very supply zone. Sorry, demand zone. I mean, demand zone. Then maybe I'm risking my entry from here. I will be targeting the next zone, and my stop loss will just be below here. So we're expecting a reversal. So I'll be looking out for patterns, maybe from a 1 hour time frame. I'll be looking out for patterns. I'll be looking out for patterns. I'll be looking out for patterns. Maybe like a bearish engulf, sorry, a bullish engulfing candle, or pin by rejection from this very zone. Then I might likely say I will take a back position. But if the market fell to pass from here, it is what it is. Then this would be another point of interest. You are likely going to take a 5 position. Then if I'm taking my 5 position, you may note that my stop loss, I'll place my stop loss just below this week. Yeah, That's because that's one of the psychology behind week. The market might likely come in and take out the week before continuation. So I'll give a little space, yeah, below that very week, and I'll likely want to be taking my trade from here. Then my first take profit will be at the very supports. Then the next one will be here. So that's what I actually have for gold. You can see this is a break of structure. Like when the market was downtrending, you know, with lows and we got lower lows and lower highs. There is a failure in the sense that the market couldn't come down to break this very low. So market make a low and a high, low, breaking structure to the upside. So I'm pretty like convinced that the market is trying to retest this bullish continuation. So that is my thoughts. That's my thoughts on gold for today. For today. For today. Thank you guys for watching. Please do well to drop a subscription. Do well to drop a comment on any pair you want me to trade. And feel free to ask me a question in the comment section, and maybe share the link to your friends who might actually find it interesting and also helpful to watch. Yeah, that I'm doing. Don't forget, these very 100 days of technical analysis challenge will actually last for the challenge will actually last for 100 days, 100 days, 100 days. And we've not even started. So thank you guys for watching.